right, it's time for the VooDoo Chef podcast, where we will discuss all things voodoo from the VooDoo Studios located right here in beautiful Tampa, Florida. So to all my booties out there, if you're looking for nothing but a good time, this is the place to be. Call your friends, knock on the neighbor's door, and let them know it's time to party like a rock star for the next hour. Join me and my guests and learn to VooDoo like we do as we discuss our faves and the voodoo that we use. I'll put our guests on the spot as we ask for their top 3, and make sure and listen as we discuss some of our favorite war stories from the kitchens we've worked in. Sit back, grab a tall glass of your favorite libation, and enjoy this episode of the VooDoo Chef podcast.
Big Eddie Steve, what's going on, brother?
Not enough, man. Little change of scenery here at the house.
I see that, man. No office today.
No, it's dismantled and in a state of disarray. Somebody's coming tomorrow to redo the baseboard, so it's a shit show.
I got a shit show in the house.
I love those guys.
Stormy and Sparky.
I love them.
But you still got the buck shirt. That's a good thing, man.
Yeah, at this stage of my life, if I'm not at work, it's either concert shirts or Bucks shirts. Midlife Crisis wear, right there.
Speaking of concert shirts, man, it's a big week. Hootie was Saturday.
Yes.
I mean Darius Rucker. And Friday night, man, get to see the Stones, get to see the boys. I've never seen them, man, so I'm really excited.
You going to that? Cool.
Yeah, Angelina really wanted to go. You know, we had, I pick on you for being an STD all the time, South Tampa douchebag, but that's coming from the guy who has a Disney timeshare. And Angelina was supposed to be at the timeshare this weekend, hanging out and having fun, and they announced the Stones concert, and she says, "Can we cancel the Disney thing that I'm doing and get Stones tickets?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah." Easy answer there.
Yeah.
So, just going to be a great weekend. And then I got to be honest, I'm sleeping the rest of the weekend. Technically, I'm on vacation right now celebrating Angelina's 21st birthday. But I did have a couple meetings, and I got to keep the lives going. So we got to do the podcast. Got to hang out with Eddie C on a Tuesday night, and then
right.
We'll be cooking live tomorrow. So tomorrow at 5:00, we're gonna go back and grill a little grouper. So if I can find some grouper around town, because you got to get it fresh, man. I'm not gonna go buy some fucking shitty ass fish and keep it in my refrigerator for a week just because I can find it.
No, there's a couple places on this side of the pond, but
I'll hit Cox Seafood. There's Cox Seafood, local guys. They do a good job.
Every time I've been in there, it's been good shit.
Yeah, like supporting that local. So we'll head up to Cox and
get
some grouper. We're gonna do a little mesquite grilled grouper tomorrow night, and honor my boy Bill Baker, who was one of the guys who got me interested in doing what I do. So told the story a million times. We'll tell it again tomorrow. Doesn't have to be on here tonight, but I got a rant about something, but we might as well get all the voodoo out of the way. I always got a rant about some shit. We got a lot of stuff coming up. First and foremost, we've got the VooDoo Chef Charity Golf Classic coming up November 6th at West Chase. We only have a couple foursomes left, guys. It's going to be a great, great day. If you're interested, make sure and book your foursome. Foursomes, I think, are $400. And, that's not a lot when you consider what we got going on. We got Outback serving lunch. We got 18 holes of prime golf at West Chase. There's no telling what you're going to find at the VooDoo Golf Tournament. Food, drink, great time. A lot of little awards and stuff around the course like every other golf tournament. But we've got a couple special things that we think are special to us. The hit it to win it on the putting green, where we lay all the seasonings and alcohol out on the putting green.
Always a crowd pleaser. I've seen it in action.
If you hit it, you win it, man. It's that simple. I saw people using They went over to Publix, got the shopping cart, and brought it back so they could carry their alcohol to their car because they won that much. And then we've got the chip it to win it. If you can chip it into the ring, you win a green egg. I mean, it's that simple.
Ooh.
You make the chip into the circle, into the mouth of the green egg, theoretically, and you're taking home a green egg. Pretty cut and dry.
Wow.
And then we're also going to have another raffle. We have a raffle for another large green egg. And word on the street is Casey Grillo might be playing for the third year in a row.
All right.
Yep, and that would be real cool. We did say, Casey, if you're coming though, man, we need some autographed drum heads or something to put in the raffle out there. So
Fuck yeah.
if you're a Queensryche fan, the drummer at Queensryche, we'll see. He's if they're not rehearsing, he will be there.
Cool.
Everybody checking in, don't forget to hit us up in the comments, throw us the hearts, the likes, the add us, slash us, whatever the fuck you do. Let us know where you're watching from. If you're watching us on Facebook or you're hitting us on the YouTube, that would be very cool. And don't forget, whichever medium you're watching on, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, whatever, ring the bell, whatever all those people say when they're doing shit like this. We're just here to talk some smack and have a good time.
We do it well.
Something interesting, Eddie. See, we got asked to be in a parade this weekend. And
We did.
We did.
Tell me more.
Well, you know, the VooDoo crew was around for the better part of 3 years, and then, you know, being sponsored with the crew, being sponsored through the restaurants. When COVID hit, we kind of had to put a little kibosh on that. We could not ask the restaurants in that and still dire time that we're going through to support the crew. My opinion, we needed to be there for them. And a lot of times we'd get on here and flap our gums about supporting local and all that. And everybody still, you need to get out there and support local. Restaurants are still in a bad way. But we got a phone call from a Halloween parade in Sarasota, asking for the VooDoo Chef to bring his crew down to the Halloween parade on Saturday night. And God, it sounds like a damn good time, man. So, who knows? Maybe you're going to see the VooDoo Chef and the VooDoo crew pop up at the parade, Halloween parade in Sarasota.
Cool.
Who knows? There's no telling. The jury's still out, but you know, if any of our old crew members out there want to go play, you just hit me up, let me know, and we'll see what we can arrange. But I thought that was pretty interesting. And then other than that, man, you know, we knocked out Pig Jig, go see the Stones, do the golf tournament, and then we're off till the first of the year, old man. As far as events, you know, we're still going to be doing the live stream, still going to be doing what we're doing. We got Stacy Fields checking in. Stacy, what's going on? Where are you checking in from? Let us know where you're checking in from. Let us know what you're drinking. Poppy is checking in, letting us know that Pig Jig was righteous. And just so everybody knows, John Angelo Tree, and we all know I butchered that name. It's because I call him Poppy.
Poppy's a man.
Poppy's own salsa. He's got the freshest chips in town.
Damn right.
Fresh ass chips.
Fresh ass chips.
Yeah, they're good.
They're good. Fucking amazing.
STD. You are definitely an STD, Poppy. You're a South Tampa douchebag.
Yep, he's one too.
But we still love you, my friend. We still love you. Big Eddie, see, I had a revelation while I was brushing my teeth this morning.
That sounds biblical. Explain.
Well, you know, I do a lot of reflection throughout the day, and that's one of the times when I'm generally to myself, you know. And I was just sitting there thinking. I was thinking about a lot of friends of mine and a lot of experiences, some recent and some past, where I just think that, you know, not to be a Coca-Cola commercial, but the world could be a better place.
Yeah.
You know, I left. If anybody ever asked me why I left the restaurant industry, I was 27 years old when I left the restaurant industry and I started teaching. I think the real reason would be I stopped caring about working in industry because it was no longer about the food and the people, and it became about the bottom line. And I don't care about the bottom line. I mean, I understand that that's what we have to do, and that's business. But I think, I recently I tried to help somebody and better them, and that's what we do every day, right?
For the most part, yeah.
But even when I was in industry, we always wanted to better those that work for us, and that's what I want to do every day now. And you see that with alumni that move out and still come back and ask for help, whatever. So I recently tried to help somebody better their station, if you will. And I got some backlash from some people that I thought we were on the same page, that we were living the same mission, if you will. But it turns out that they were more concerned about their bottom line than, than promoting people. And then I started thinking about some other friends of mine. And, I hear people say things like, unless you're going to pay me, don't call me. And I don't get things like that. I don't get things like that. Maybe it's just me. I think if we promote people more than we promote bottom line, the bottom line would follow and we'd be in a much better place as people. And I know it's like this is what my head does, man. It's fucked up. I know. But then I go through all day thinking about that. I'm at the job, hanging out with kids.
Well,
and then I'm sitting there and we're promoting people. And then it comes in and, then all of a sudden, even what we do in the world of promoting people and educating people, it becomes about the bottom line. And again, I get it. We have to have the dollars to make sense out of what we do. But it frustrates me.
it's hard, man. A lot of people, things are all about what they can get out of it. And there's typically two things, money or power. So it's really hard to reframe your thinking outside of those things. And I think we all do it. It's impossible to disengage from all that. But when you catch yourself doing it, you kind of got to admit, damn, sometimes I suck. And be able to check yourself and move forward more positively. I mean, we all get a little negative from time to time. Shit, I'm probably that way a good chunk of my day, but right now, I mean, I got no complaints, man.
Well, you got a nice big full glass there too.
I do, and I will expound upon that real quick. Talking about local, I don't know if anybody can see this. This is Frequency. Fuck, I should have taken the price tag off. Yes, that's how much I paid for this can. Double IPA, and it is by, you can kind of see it there, if I can line it up, Descent Brewing in St. Pete, who just opened another, like a satellite location in Lakeland. So I guess they kind of bypassed Tampa, but good stuff, man. I'm a big fan of all those local places. Breweries got hit hard too. There's been some actually close in the state and in the area. So, it's been rough for them for a lot of reasons. I think some of them were okay because they did a lot of to-go sales, and a lot of places really did well with that. You could order online, and they just kind of they moved through it and paid the bills. But it was rough. I think a lot of people are getting back out there and going to those places because a lot of the breweries really try to make that atmosphere of let's all hang out and enjoy this common interest. Many of them don't even have like TVs in there. They don't want to be a sports bar. They want to be a bar where people go and talk, like the pubs in England. You're not going to find TVs in many of those. Hell, you'll barely find a fucking jukebox because they want people to come down there and enjoy conversation and get it back to the, it's like that song, there's getting back to the garden.
Just engage and be about the people.
Yeah. So I don't have the TV on here right now. I mean, it's just me and you. So.
Well, that's what it's about. And of course, everybody that's listening, Stacy is blowing us up. And Stacy, sounds like you had a tough time there. And, I hope everything works out for you. And thanks for checking in. Eddie, see, I just got to get away from those people who are worried about the bottom line. I can't do that. I struggle with that. I mean, hell, we're in the business of giving away fucking money, for God's sake.
Yeah.
But enough about that me fucking whining about my shitty, crazy stuff that goes through my head when I'm brushing my teeth. But is what it is. Is what it is. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens to fucking tomorrow, right?
That's right. The whole nother day. Potential for, miracles and wonder.
Fuck negativity, right? Hey, know what? Let's talk about some positivity. Let's give a big shout out to our boy Jay. There's this show, I don't even know what the fuck channel on. It's produced by Jimmy Fallon. The judges are, I really only know Adam Lambert because that guy's just a stud. Clash of the cover bands. And every week, 2 cover bands jump up on stage and they perform. Like the first week, it was like Cher against Tina Turner. And they sing their little song, and then they get some coaching from professionals, and then they go head to head and do little medleys, and then they pick a winner. And so they had, all right, don't let me lie. They had country already. They had icons. U2 was on. But coming up in a couple weeks, Jason Moray, Slippery When Wet Band is going to be on that damn show.
Oh, shit. You better fucking remind me. I got to tape that. If that's okay.
Dude, I got that thing taping right now. It tapes every week. And I guess I could just ask them what day they're going to be fucking on, right? Let's just do that now.
It's nice. Just get that direct line going.
Well, he's a good dude, man. He's my brother. What day?
I'm excited to see that, man. Some national exposure for Jay. You know what? Bravo, man. I'm fucking happy. I can sit there and say, I got the bullshit with him.
Well, he did say, Chemo and I were texting, and he said, guys, keep a lookout. You might see some split image shit on there too.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, a little split image.
Oh.
Little split image, but
I'm excited for that, man. Chemo Gray in action. Shit, yeah.
Dude, you were doing something. I don't know where you were. I think you were eating out at the Oak or something. And Chemo came over and jammed for a little bit.
That's awesome.
And we hung out and played for a little while. We had Corey Canfield playing, and just a great little jam.
Damn,
great little jam. But,
sorry, I missed that, man.
Oh, let's see if I think Jay responded. Yeah, I'm sorry you missed it too. We had Dan on drums, Corey on guitar. Chemo and I switched off on bass and guitar, and we definitely needed you to play bass, homie. And we just hung out and had a good time. We're going to be doing it again real soon.
That's awesome. Let me know.
But yeah, it was a good time.
Cool.
Yeah, so as soon as Jay responds back and lets us know, I tried to get him down at Pig Jig to hang out with us, but I think they were performing in Alabama or something. I don't know my state abbreviations. They were in an A state performing.
I don't think it was Alaska, so no AK.
It was not AA. I think it was AL.
That was Alabama then.
Yeah, so they were playing in Alabama. You know, if he ever plays in Mississippi at a juke joint, we got to go. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. I'm down with that.
Down like a clown, Charlie Brown. Guys, once again, if you're just checking in, let us know where you're checking in from and what's going on. Big Eddie C, I don't know if you saw last night on Facebook. I actually popped in for a little while. You know, we've been celebrating Angelina's birthday ever since Pig Jake. Once we turned in those scores, we turned them in, and we just started celebrating. Last night, I had to jump in the studio and do a box opening. So
I saw it.
So this right here is what came in the box. This is a 7-inch vegetable cleaver from Ryland Knives, Ryland Cutlery. And when you open this bad boy up, just an amazing blade here. So
that
we've
is
got
beautiful.
the full tang goes all the way through. It's wrapped with a nice soft grip handle, this is their Pro Series. And if you look at the blade, again, this is their 7-inch vegetable cleaver. But when you look at the other side of the blade, we are customized for VooDoo. And so, we are working right now to make these available for all our VooDoos out there to go online and purchase. We are starting to adopt the Ryland Cutlery line for my own line here for my personal use. And when we did that, we started conversations, and they started sending me some knives to try out. And this is their brisket knife. And again, it comes with the plastic sheath, which I really enjoy. You know, it's not the slide on off sheath, which could be very dangerous, but you know, you got the brisket knife here, and again, we got a VooDoo-fied.
That's so awesome.
So, I think we're also going to be working on a upper tier knife as well to go beyond the Pro Series. Nice home knife with butcher blocks and stuff like that. Kind of like the ones I use in my house now. So just super duper knives. You can check them out. Just look up Ryland Cutlery, and before you know it, we will have we'll have them available hopefully on the VooDoo site.
That first one, they're both beautiful, but that first one was so beautiful. For a moment there in the comments, I saw something from a Michael Myers asking for the website so he could order. It was beautiful, man. God.
Well, somebody's going through and trimming down our comments there, and just they're getting lengthy. So, okay, we should leave me up looking for sponsors. Spelled wrong. But
I don't judge anybody's spelling.
Me either, man. That's what they got autocorrect for. And then, of course, I bitch about autocorrect when it does funky, wonky stuff.
Fuck it. I usually disable it. It's like I don't need to be told how to spell. Thank you very little. Fuck off.
Exactly. Big Eddie C is a national award winner, and of course the winner of 2 drunken spelling bees.
Yes.
We have to set that up again. Who wants to take on Big Eddie C in a drunken spelling bee? I
make it fair for everyone. I drink a very high alcohol beer beforehand to potentially induce slurring and give other people a chance to win. That's only fair.
The best was Ian Beckles. He was talking shit. And he was like, oh, I mean, I'm good at spelling. I remember the spelling bees, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, all right, my boy says he'll take you drunk. Oh, bring it on, buddy. And then I told him that you were a finalist in the National Spelling Bee. And, dude, It's like he was wearing that creamsicle orange back in '76, man. He was trying to back out faster than shit.
Yeah. Hey, we can still do it, man. Let's do something for a charity, man. Everybody who shows up, it's like $1 for each beer. Can go to the VooDoo Foundation.
Absolutely.
Charity
we can support.
The terms still apply. I'll get as close to. I'll be like Dudley Moore in Arthur by the time it starts.
You were dancing at the beginning of the last one. I mean,
I was bobbing the head. I start getting the rhythm in my head. It's like there's a party in my brain, and nobody else can hear it, but I'm just going, bebopping,
man.
God,
absolutely hysterical.
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah, we could definitely set that up. And anybody out there watching, if you want to participate in our Pointless Pop Culture Trivia, which is, our trivia surrounding today's pop culture, which is basically pointless. All you got to do is hit us up, send us a private message, and we'll get you on that list. We're looking to bring that back at least once a month. And, we've got some good things lined up for that. And, of course, if you do win Pointless Pop Culture Trivia, we all know what will happen. Your name will be entered into a drawing where you may or may not be chosen the winner of a prize to be selected at a later date. So
opportunities abound.
Exactly. How the fuck do you not want to be part of that?
That's right.
Big Eddie C, what else is going on this weekend? Not only in the world of Eddie C, but the world around us, because I gotta look cool and hip in front of my my little minions that I teach there.
No, God.
And you're my only source of news.
I'm so sorry to hear that. So again, I try to keep it to the positive stuff. Music. Got the Stones on Friday. I'm going to be going to a show on my own. Buddy Guy and Kenny Wayne Shepherd. I almost wondered for a second there, a couple blues acts. Well, Kenny Wayne Shepherd's biggest song that I could think of is Blue on Black. Okay. Great fucking tune.
That's what I hear every day.
Yeah, exactly. Five Finger Death Punch covered it. All the proceeds from that download went to police benevolent organizations, I believe. Buddy Guy, one of the last of the badass living bluesmen. I almost wondered, it's a weird coincidence he's playing the same night as the Stones, because if anybody saw their live from Harlem years ago, he came out and did Champagne and Reefer with them, and it was just a kick-ass. I mean, number.
Go. Fuck.
It's all good, man. You're going to the Stones. I would love to go that. They're going to be one of those ones that got away, but I can tell you this much. Next February, I don't know whether I'm going to wait till day of or what, but one of my last bucket list bands is playing in this area again. The one, the only Deep Purple. And there can't be too many times of a go around with them, but they still kick absolute fucking ass live.
Singing for them.
Same guy, Ian Gillan, man. Ian Gillan's been singing for
different singers in Deep Purple.
They've had four singers, I believe, but Ian Gillan is by far the longest tenured and sang on most of their hits. I think actually they've had five. I think there was Rod Evans, Glenn Hughes did time, David Coverdale did time, and then I believe they did one or two albums with Joe Lynn Turner, who migrated back from Rainbow with Ritchie Blackmore to them. But Gillan has done the bulk of their discography. He was on Smoke on the Water, many of their big ones, Perfect Strangers, all that. They're still sporting three of the originals. Ritchie Blackmore's not with them, hasn't been with him for a while because Ritchie's a difficult guy to get along with, and he'll probably admit that. And then original keyboard player John Lord passed some time back. And they've had Don Airy, who's a veteran of a lot of different acts, Ozzy, Whitesnake, etc., for a while. And Steve Morris on guitar is as
good as it gets. Nobody goes to see them and goes, oh, I miss Richie Blackmore. Steve Morse is a fucking god in his own right. Let nobody tell you otherwise.
You might have to let me know about that show. Where's that going to be at?
Mahaffey Theater, St. Petersburg.
Wow.
It is a fantastic place to see a show. I went there years ago. What's that?
Did you say April?
February.
We're going to have to check that out.
I would love to. And St. Pete's a fun place. The last time I went down there for a show, it's been, I don't know, damn near, it feels like 10 years. But I met our friend Tony Vincenti down there, and I spent some time drinking at the Ale and the Witch, great beer bar in downtown, and then wandered over there. And Grand Funk Railroad in Mahaffey Theater was an absolute fucking party, man. You've never seen.
Playing guitar?
What's that?
Was Bruce Kulick playing guitar?
Mm-hmm. He was. It was great, man. I tell you what, you talk about things that make you believe in the goodness of mankind. When they came out and did Some Kind of Wonderful, nobody was sitting down. I'm telling you, that shit got people in wheelchairs up dancing.
That was one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite songs, I think.
My God, was that fun. And everybody knows it's coming because it starts off with the drum beat, and then the bass player comes walking out, just playing that one fucking note. Dun, 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 and that's it. And nobody is sitting at that point. There was some old woman I didn't even know next to me. I was just dancing and bebopping with her and having the grandest damn time, man.
God, that's a great
It was
song.
something else, man. No joke.
We actually played that the other day when the guys came over.
Did you?
Yeah, well, we didn't play it well, but we played it.
Oh, it's just, I mean, that middle part when he sings, "Can I Get a Witness?" the whole crowd just roars. The roof, like you could feel the cracks in the concrete. It's going to lift off. It's
now I got to see Grand Funk, man.
If they ever come back, I don't care where they come. It's worth it. But I hadn't been to the Mahaffey Theater since
the Rock Stain video?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, scratch my back. No, I know I saw Jane's Addiction there, and I saw Queensryche there, but it was in the very early 90s. Hadn't been in that long. I mean, 20-some years. And they've redone that place much as they've done Ruth Eckerd Hall. It's just fantastic. They don't have tons of shows there at Mahaffey, but when they do, it's worth it. Deep Purple's played here. This will be like their third time. They must like it.
I legit was there last time for the Rocks Gang videotaping.
Oh my God, I remember that.
Oh man, Big Eddie C. Music news I do know about before we move away from music. Slash is coming to town, and
is he?
Yep.
I did not know that.
And tickets go on sale tomorrow morning.
Where are they playing?
Ruth Eckerd Hall.
Oh, okay, cool.
I just need to know if you're in.
I'm in, man. When I've seen Slash and with Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators do those Guns N' Roses songs, bro, I got to tell you, they might be the ones to beat as far as the ability to punch that out, man.
I love Miles Kennedy.
Miles Kennedy, my man who made his cameo in the movie Rockstar. He took Walden's place at the end. It's so awesome.
You talk about them doing the GNR songs. Larry the Cable Guy had an amazing joke today. He says he loves music. I love music. I went to see Molly Hatchet, and I think the best part about seeing it is after the show, you get to come outside and take a picture with all the cardboard cutouts of the guys who were originally in the band.
Oh, my God. That's funny.
Oh, dude, but it's true, man. A lot of the bands touring today. I mean, I don't want to say even Kiss, but Kiss, man. They got two guys not in the band.
Yeah. But, it's kind of like people don't realize it's all about the tunes. If you're making it about the people, then you're just not looking at the right element. I see people have been doing that shit for years. you know, that it's not Journey without Steve Perry. No, asshole. That is an illegal entity that's called Journey. It's those guys. Okay. You may not like it, but you don't get to say it's not them. And I guarantee you, more people who have gone to see them don't give a fuck that Steve Perry's not with them. No disrespect to Steve Perry, but he lost the high range of his voice 25 years ago. It is what it is. You know, these bands still want to get out there and do shit. Then if you don't want to go see them, but don't slag them. Most of them are doing a fantastic job, man. I saw some of those clips from Journey at Lollapalooza, and they've expanded to a fucking count them right here, folks. Let me see. Where was my fucking hands? They're a 7-piece now. Wow. 2 drummers, 2 keyboard players, okay? In addition to the singer and guitarist and bass guitarist. They sounded fantastic. They got 3 different guys singing leads at different points. It's fucking phenomenal.
Wow.
You know, Dean Castronovo is back. He sings Still They Ride every night. The new keyboard player whose name escapes me, they pulled out 1 or 2 songs. They pulled out Suzanne from Raised on Radio, and I was just like, fuck, you know, it's actually smart of them because it gives the kids singing a rest.
We saw them twice with the karaoke band guy.
That's the 3 bands I've never seen that are like legacy bands are Journey, Deep Purple, and the Stones. The Stones, I think I can live without it at this point. You know, you can't win them all. But Journey, if they come back around, I don't want to miss it. Deep Purple, I'm surprised. I mean, they're one of those ones who they're like Kiss. They're on a farewell tour, but they hit every town 3 times.
I might have to go with you to Deep Purple.
I would love to because that place is a great.
The one I haven't seen that I need to see. You know, for me, I feel upset that I didn't get to see the Ramones. But AC/DC. I've never seen AC/DC.
Saw AC/DC in Vegas. I saw the Ramones twice at least that I remember. Once at Janice Landing and once in West Palm Beach at Lollapalooza back in '97. So I did get to see them before they all passed away. They're one of those bands. It's like Motorhead. All the originals passed.
They were opening for Joan Jett, and I don't remember what happened. I didn't go, and I love Joan Jett too. So
yeah,
it's what it is.
Yeah,
it's what it is. Hey, what else we got in the weekly pop up?
Okay, so we've covered music, movies. I don't have a whole lot this week. The big one that's come out is Dune,
with Batista.
Yep, Dave Batista. You know, we got to get him at a VooDoo event. The guy's going to open up a tattoo shop soon.
I know. How cool is he, man?
Dude, I love that guy. You know, he's just, and I like that he's opinionated. I like that he just doesn't give a fuck, you know. And
when he was in WWE, I love wrestling.
Yeah.
But I did not like that era of wrestling. So he was never on my radar with that. But I like post-wrestling Dave Bautista as opposed to The Rock. I don't like post-wrestling Rock. I like wrestling Rock. Yeah. But I like movie Dave Bautista. I think he's doing some cool shit.
I've liked him in what I've seen him in. You know, he can do serious. He can do funny. I'm glad that his game per se has stepped up to another level, man. You know, I'm hoping when he opens that tattoo shop, my wife will let me get another one because I got a couple in mind. I need another one on the other leg. You know.
We were talking. Me and E-Money were talking about that last night. We want to finish our sleeves. You know, it's a lot of money, dude. You know, when you get older, you start analyzing shit like that. You know, you start worrying about that bottom line, right? What I was bitching about at the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but if you're worried about the people and not the bottom line, you personally don't have the money for your own bottom line to go get the fucking tattoos.
Exactly.
So if he wants to help a brother out, just send the money to the P.O. Box and write Tattoo Fund on that. P.O. Box 2301, Oldsmar, Florida, 34677.
Nice.
Tattoo
Good
Fund.
spokesman for yourself. So Dune, you can get it either on HBO Max if you got that, or go see it in the theaters. Word I've heard is it's a totally different experience. That movie was meant to be seen in theaters. It's a little bit long, but get back out there, man.
Wasn't that first version of Dune a flop?
The one with Sting? Yeah. I never made it all the way through it.
Why would God bless them. Do what the fuck you want to do, but if it flopped the first time, what's going to be different this time?
Not much. I honestly have no idea.
Not Sting?
Yeah, I don't know who's who in it. So, if I do get around to watching it, which when those movies which have been coming out day and date on streaming, like on HBO Max, they're only up for a month. Okay, they're up for a month, and they do come back maybe about 90 days after that on the regular HBO. But if it's your thing, you like sci-fi, go to the fucking theater. Jesus Christ, don't be an old fuck like me who, I don't want to go anywhere half the time. I go to work and I just want to come home, man. All the stuff I like is here. Food, my dogs, my wife, my recliner, my TV, all that shit, So I'm content. So the other food thing I did want to mention, I may have to do it on Friday just because I'm fucked up. Cigar City's going to be having Halloween, and one of them is going to get the candy corn treatment. I'm going to have to do it. I got to taste this.
Candy corn beer?
Yeah.
I want one. If they sell it in cans, get me one.
No, I think it's draft only. They just, when they do a treatment like that, a couple kegs.
They won't growler it? They won't put it in a can and seal it like 81 Bay does?
I don't know. I didn't see anything about that. That doesn't mean they won't. But what I read of it, they were going to have a few different candy treatments, but one of them was going to be a candy corn treatment of High Life. And I thought, oh, dear God, I don't know whether to be repulsed or intrigued, and I'm pretty sure I'm intrigued.
I'm definitely intrigued, and I don't like beer. And I'm embarrassed to say that I like candy corn.
Candy corn never been my thing. I don't think it was when I was young either. It just tasted like sweet wax.
And there's nothing wrong with that, buddy. It's like the Coca-Cola bottles. It's like the big wax lips.
That's true. Those were good back then. I forgot about that.
It's like chewing gum that tastes like brisket, right?
Yeah, but you know what? Don't talk too much because I've never forgiven you for fucking up most milkshakes for me. Like, well, they melt. They have the gummy consistency because they put xanthan gum in it.
There are chemicals in them, dude.
Now I can't have it from anywhere except maybe Steak and Shake. That's it.
Oh, so dude, I'll tell you where the good one is. Dairy Queen Oreo milkshake. Fucking the shit, man.
Oh wow.
When I was coming out of COVID, that was the thing. And well, it is what it is.
Did that wake your taste buds back up? Like you had that and it was like, oh.
It just felt good going down, man. And then I love the Oreo milkshake at Chick-fil-A. I don't like Chick-fil-A. I unfortunately eat there because the girls like Chick-fil-A. But the Oreo milkshake, no whipped cream, no cherry. Don't forget that.
No whipped cream, no cherry.
No whipped cream, no cherry. Why waste it? It just waters down your milkshake. Fuck that. And the cherry's only meant to go in an old fashioned.
Good point.
The Oreo milkshake from Chick-fil-A is pretty solid. No milkshake from that other chicken restaurant that I won't say the name. No, they're no bueno. I don't like it. I don't like any of them.
Yep. I think there's a few places around town doing some Halloween stuff. Angry Chair is going to have a Halloween thing either Friday or Saturday. And I think it's going to be one of the last things they do there because, as I've mentioned before, they're moving 2 blocks or 2 miles south to the old Brew Bus, Florida Avenue Brewing location on the corner of MLK and Florida, I believe.
How well do you know those Angry Chair guys?
Not terribly. I haven't been in there in a good while. I mean, I met the owner, Ryan. He was a really good dude. I liked him.
Is he a Tampa guy?
I'm not sure. I think so. I think he might have went somewhere like Riverview. I'm not 100% certain.
If they're hopping into that Florida Ave location, we might need to hit them up. We might need to have some conversations with them.
Yeah, 'cause I think a lot of the reason they did it, A, they needed more room, and B, it's already bumped out for a kitchen.
They don't have a kitchen at Angry Chair?
Oh, no. They barely have room for the taps. Jesus.
Hey, we know that they're all watching the streamcast right now.
They better be.
If anybody from Angry Chairs out there, hit us up. I'd love to connect and talk about maybe partnering up on a few events. I think it would be cool. I've always liked that location, and I think it would be cool.
I mean, there's more space, more parking, kitchen. I think they said they were gonna do food. They were gonna jump into that arena. Yeah, but it's going to be nice. I think they were always a little bit limited. They have to store off site.
Right, they store at Jay's place.
Yeah, I mean, they were always limited for parking. I mean, they even had shirts that was like a joke: "Don't park on Fern." And I'm not sure it stopped anybody, but what were they going to do? Say yes, park on Fern?
Exactly.
But they've got plenty of everything in that location. So Brew Buses' loss is our gain. I understand they're looking for another location. Sometimes things don't work out in a spot, and they're doing really, really well with that big new one up in Wesley Chapel. So, props. There's room for all of them. There's plenty of people going out and doing stuff, and that's awesome.
Well, I hope it works for them, and I really do love that location. We tried to do an event one time. I don't remember which member of our team reached out to the bus, but we just couldn't make it work out. But that's okay.
We did a wing thing there. It was brutal.
Yeah, we did the wing competition, but I was talking something a little bigger.
Yeah.
Wing thing was fun. We need to bring back that. We need to bring back the chicken bones challenge. That was fun.
I love that. I tell you, man, I know I'm a piece of shit for saying it, but I love watching other people suffer. It is like soul redeeming to watch somebody think they're Billy Badass in eating those hot wings, and they get like 3 deep, and they get snot running out of their fucking nose, like when Peter Sellers' nose melts in Pink Panther Strikes Again, when he's got the wax fucking nose on and he gets over the candle. I love it.
Talking about our boy Mike Cesaroni, man. You remember that shit coming out of his nose? It was like, he said, we're not allowed to use napkins, and it was disgusting. I had to quit so I could wipe it up.
That was something else. That was in the Johnny B Studios, I believe, on 102.5 The Bone. It looked like his nose grew fangs. It was just
it was horrible.
These two snot rockets.
Yeah, God forbid that happened during COVID time. People would have had a fucking stroke.
Oh,
God. But it was. Didn't we guys win that time? Didn't we go have beers next door, and he ended up puking at the place where we were drinking beers because he was so sick from the heat? I don't know. We made somebody throw up. That was the best.
I don't think he did. He was tough. He was one of my old students from Chamberlain, and he was a young guy, and he kept it together. I don't think he threw up, and if he did, I didn't witness it.
No, it was at the bus we made somebody throw up.
Oh, at the bus, yeah, they
made somebody throw up.
Yeah, they launched some chowder. Yeah, I do recall that.
I mean, when Workmen, you and I get together and start saucing those wings, I mean, Remnant's as hot as shit as on its own.
Yeah, it's vicious.
But we just, dude, we doubled down on that shit, and we probably really shouldn't. Somebody could get really sick.
Hey, look, there's no fucking reason anybody should be getting sick because you had your little Go-Gurts there to quell the burn.
We had Go-Gurts. We had the Waiver at the beginning. We were all set.
Yeah. So,
we had our attorneys look over the waivers. We were covered. We were good.
Look, yeah, if you barf or if your nose just goes like that, don't blame anybody but yourself. You want to point fingers, face a mirror.
If we were to do that again, Cesaroni would be back tomorrow.
I know he would.
But I don't know if you remember, as soon as he
Can't
cleaned
help
his face and it was over, him and Dominic stood there eating the wings. Him and his son Dominic sat there and ate the wings. And I don't get it. It's like, dude, they're hot as fuck.
I know. It's just fucked up. You know?
We should really, it's fucked up. We should really do it again.
I think so. I mean, you know, things are starting to open back up a little bit. You know, I think people.
Maybe we'll target John. We'll get Johnny involved again.
Oh, God.
We can't go in the studio. And they're still not letting anybody in the studio, but maybe we get Johnny involved again and we get a location to allow us to do it live from the location.
Oh, yeah.
And we do the chicken bones live on Johnny B Show again.
I think that'd be great, man. Do a remote one from somewhere. Serve up
time.
Sauce them and toss them. Throw in a prize to be named later. And
well, we'll give away a real prize that time.
Oh, okay.
Didn't we give away? First time we did it, we gave away a cash prize of a couple $100, I think. We'll give away a real prize. Let's
man, I don't remember that up. I think it'd be great.
Yeah, we'll give away a real prize. I mean, I got a couple extra pens laying around my desk here. That, you know, I mean, I got a couple of these. You know, got a remote control. I don't know what it's for. We'll find a prize.
Yeah, y'all can have the extra Samsung one. I got 2 Samsung ones, so there you go.
I got an iPhone 6 that no longer works. That's got to be worth at least 2 or 3 cents on eBay.
Sure, if it still picks up Wi-Fi, it's great.
Yeah, I don't even know if it powers up, man. It's all good. It's all good.
You can get $6 at a recycling place.
Hey, I got one last question for you in this pop-up because I heard a rumor that the longest game in college history happened between Indiana and Penn State.
It was Illinois and Penn State. Yes.
Same thing.
Close enough. They're next door.
Is that the game that our friend William Workman was at?
No.
Oh, fuck. Then I don't care.
No, he went to the Indiana one, I believe, against Ohio State.
And got their ass kicked?
What's that?
And Indiana got their ass kicked?
I believe they did, unfortunately.
See, I was thinking he got to be at that Penn State game, and I was happy for him.
But Illinois won after 9 overtimes against Penn State.
Yeah, I thought he was there, but if he was just at an ass whooping by Ohio State, I really don't care.
Yeah. I know. It's rough.
It is what it is, man.
But he enjoys it. You know, he gets to go to one Indiana game a year, and it makes him happy, man. I'm a USF alumni, and I think I've been to maybe 2, and it hadn't been in a while, and both of them they lost. So I decided, well, I'm not fucking going. I'm bad luck.
I got kicked out of USF and had season tickets for 2 years. I got kicked out of UCF too. I don't know if you knew that, and HCC. Yeah, I'm trying to pick which one I want to get kicked out of next. I don't.
I'm proud. I'm impressed.
Yeah, people.
I got thrown out of my final. I got thrown out of my final exam in high school. True story.
So, in high school, I hated school so much. I talked my folks into allowing me to graduate early.
Wow.
So I did all my credits and I left in December of my senior year. So I didn't go back for second semester. So
how'd you manage that? Were they on block?
I went to summer school.
Oh, okay.
So I went to summer school and did second semester of V4. That's all I needed.
Oh, gotcha.
So then I leave, and I'm not social butterfly. I keep to myself. Chemo knew, Scott knew, the guys that need to know knew Chew, but Chew had already graduated. So I get this phone call from the school. Graduation meeting's coming up. You have to be there if you're going to walk in graduation. So I show up. I pick up my cap and gown, and I show up to this graduation meeting. And people who didn't know me, they're like, dude, this is the funniest prank ever, man. I'm like, what? No, dude, that's really funny, man. I can't believe you're showing up here like you're graduating, man.
Ah.
Didn't you get thrown out? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And and how did you get an honors gown, man? Dude, that's fucking hysterical.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm just like, y'all are fucking stupid. Then I show up at graduation and they still think it's a fucking joke. And I'm sitting here, look, I'm graduating ahead of all you motherfuckers that think that I got thrown out of school. So fucking check yourself, dumbasses. But then I got thrown out of USF, got thrown out of UCF, got thrown out of HCC because I just hated school and never went. So, is what it is.
I didn't go all the time either, man. I mean, attendance wasn't mandatory.
Yeah, but you showed up on test days.
I did. I showed up for the shit that mattered.
You know, when I walked into my first class at USF in a room that held 200 people, you know, I'm a back row guy. I get in the back row. And you know, I'm not dumb, dude. I fucking could do the work, but in walks the fucking college, the people from up north who came down to go to school here, and they walk in, and I'm there and like I'm, you know, dressed to go to school, like following a dress code. In walks the guys in their fucking tank tops and fucking cut off shorts and flip flops, and then the chick in her bikini. Man, this class needs to get over so we can go to the fucking beach. And I'm sitting here listening to fucking Nicolas Cage from in Valley Girl cast in front of me. And I just got up and walked the fuck out and never went back.
Oh my God.
I lived on campus the whole semester, though.
There was a perk there, sure.
No, because it cost me a lot of money. By me, I mean my dad.
Oh, right. Of course.
Yeah, I got up, went to work at the restaurant, then went to rehearse in the band, then went back to the campus to sleep.
Oh my God.
Never went to class.
That's awesome.
No, it's pretty fucking stupid. What's awesome is that every time after that, if we were in the car, my wife and myself, if my dad was in the car with us and we drove by USF, my wife would say, "Didn't you used to have an apartment on campus over there?" Because he would just twist my dad up like nobody's business.
Oh my God.
Yeah, fucking what a waste. Stay cool, kids.
Keeps you from doing something strange for change.
That's a good one, man. I like that.
That's education, man. It's you got a better chance of staying out of trouble. That's all I can say.
Absolutely, you gotta stay in school, man. I did it the hard way, man. I had to go back when I was 30. So stay in school, get it done with. So we fight with Angelina all the time.
She'll get through it. I mean, I don't think anybody goes through college enthusiastic about the whole journey. I mean,
dude, she could have her MBA by 22,
which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and she's you know what, she's got to do whatever she wants to do, and that's everybody. Even my kid, I tell her, you got to do what you want. But you know, it's my biggest regret. You know, fucking wasting that time. She can get her MBA by 22, man. You got to fucking knock that out. Then go screw around.
Right. You know, then you've paid your dues, and
it never goes away.
Right. You know, nobody can take those away from you. But, you know, my last 2 degrees, I'm not sure I liked a single day of them. Not my master's and not my EDS. I just, you know, 2 degrees. Out of 4. And I just, I didn't like any of them, you know. I thought they were all just, I don't know what to tell you, though, but I just remember my dad saying, do this so you won't have to kill yourself doing stuff like I did. And, you know, I'm not sure he understood it from the other side. That
I understand it from the other side, too.
Yeah, right. But, like, he was a tool and die maker at Grumman. He'd say, you know, I come home tired. And I told him, I used to unload trucks at West Shore Mall for Moss Brothers. Sometimes I'd go in at 6 a.m. and we'd be doing that shit. And I would be so dead tired by the time we left at 2, which sometimes we left at 1. My boss, I finally said, look, if I don't go to lunch till 1, and then I get off at 2. What's the point? Just let me skip lunch, leave by 1. So I would do that, but I'm more tired after a day of teaching than I ever was of unloading shit on a hot ass truck.
It's a different tire.
It's a different
tire.
Yeah.
And I'll fight the fight with you. Mentally tired is a lot more difficult than that physical tired, because that physical tired we bounce back from. That mentally tired, you gotta give your brain a break, man. And there's some days you come home and you're just like, dude, I fucking lost, because you're just so mentally drained.
Yeah, you can't put together a sentence.
Yeah.
You're hungry, but you're too tired to get up off the couch and go fix food.
Yeah,
that happened to me.
Yeah, thank God they invented Uber Eats, man.
Man.
Speaking of too tired to get off the couch, I'm about to artificially create that right here in a moment, because after 2 months of not having any Jack Daniels on Saturday night at Pig Jig, I partook, and the fever is back.
I was proud of you. People kept trying to bring you shit that wasn't Jack Daniels, and you kept it together. I think you might have thrown one tantrum.
That was the apple.
Yeah, that was it. That was the small tantrum.
You know, I could do the horse soldier. I prefer Jack,
right?
But I don't like the apple. It's too sweet, and it reminds me of that Jolly Rancher from, being 8 years old down at Skyway Little League Park.
Oh,
and I just But
no.
yeah, I just don't like it. So I got a little, you know my snacks. I got chocolate, and I'm gonna get a glass of Jack, and I'm just gonna chill out because it's vacation time, homie.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's vacation for till after the Stones.
Cool.
Then I got to buckle back down, but until then, it's party time.
I'm going to stay on not staying on vacation, but Saturdays and Sundays for me, it's couch and either football or boxing. There's always boxing on a Saturday, so that's my thing. Sunday, it's a big game for the Bucks. They're playing the Saints with Jameis at quarterback.
Here or there.
It's going to be in New Orleans for Halloween, hoping we give them, I don't know, tricks or treats. Doesn't matter.
Okay, on Sunday, I watched the end of the game. He controlled the drive, took them down. They scored a field goal with less than 2 minutes for the win. I mean, he did what he had to do. I hope we kicked our ass. He
did. Seattle, though, is hapless right now. They are a sad sight to behold. So it's going to be a different beast. And I'm sure some of these guys are probably looking forward to just getting after him, because what I saw out of him was Jameis did okay, but they pretty much all they had was Kamara. That was it, man. I mean, that was the alpha and omega. So my guess is they're going to put a guy on him and a guy on Jameis. They'll put Devin White on Jameis, and they'll put probably Tryon Shoyinka on Kamara. And once they knock him around a little bit, I don't see anything out of them that made me think they were going to do shit to Brady. And they lost probably their best offensive lineman that day, Andres Pete, the left guard. And I bet Vita Vea is just going, oh, you motherfuckers.
We've thrown a lot of shade at Jameis when he played here. So I
love Jameis.
I just wanted to do the right thing and talk about it. He did control that ball on Sunday.
He did. I caught the highlights of it the next day, and I was like, I don't know if I was struck by how determined the Saints were or how fucking bad Seattle is right now. I mean, what's his name came in, Geno Smith for Seattle, and I was like, they're done, man. Dangerous goes out. Wilson, no chance. No chance, Vance, man.
As long as we beat the Saints, I'm good. Seattle's on the other side, so I don't care.
They're an NFC team, so it's like I want them both to lose, but since they can't and ties are rare, yeah.
Ties are rare.
So,
well. All right, homie. Another great night hanging out. I love shooting the shit. Thanks for listening to me rant.
Likewise.
Give me a weekly update. Yeah, I'm about to go open a Who we kidding? I'm just gonna open a bottle of Jack Black.
I was gonna say you're gonna have a brown beverage. Good for you.
I'm sitting there looking at the Don Julio, thinking maybe I'll make a margarita. You know, there's some Captain over there from our buddies over at Diageo, but you know, I love Captain and Coke. I really do. Normally I don't mix. I love Captain and Coke. But who we kidding, man? I'm gonna go fucking open a brand new bottle of Jack and sip on some Jack with my Hershey's with almonds.
Oh, Hershey's with almonds.
Oh yeah, love my cheap chocolate.
We had some of those laying around here in the gold wrapper ones.
Nuggets.
Yep, my wife tore through that shit. So.
Yeah, we can't. Marie says, "I guess we're not celebrating Halloween." I said, "Why do you say that?" She goes, "Because we ate all the Halloween candy."
Listen, I don't know what I'm going to do on Halloween because it's going to be dark probably before the end of the Saints game, and I'm not getting up from that. I'm not giving anybody any damn candy. So,
but don't you guys give away $5 bills over in South Tampa?
Oh, maybe Poppy does, but I don't.
Poppy gives away fresh ass chips, man.
Little baggie that here you go. You know,
oh, man. He's got one open jar of salsa, and he's like, "All right, no double dipping, no double dipping."
That's it. 2 chips each kid.
All right, easy. I will see you next Tuesday. I can't wait to hear about Halloween at your house, man, and we'll talk all about the Rolling Stones and Buddy Guy. I'm really upset about that because you talked to me about Buddy Guy, and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I'll go."
Then you forgot it was the same night as Stones.
About the Stones, man. That's how crazy my life is, man. But till next week, homie. We'll see you, man.